Dunwall is changing fast. 6 months ago, Draper's Ward was where Dunwall's rich and well-born strolled and shopped and tried to be seen. The plague burned through it in days. Today it's a battleground where two street gangs fight over the spoils. The Hatters and Lizzie's gang, the Dead Eels. Lizzie Stride was the boss until Edgar Wakefield betrayed her and took her place. And the riverboat. It's the kind of thing that happens every day in Dunwall. I don't judge him. I've done worse myself. But I need that boat. Edgar Wakefield and I have business.
The textile mill used to run off a water wheel before the canal went dry. It started up again recently, and whatever the Hatters did to get it working has enraged the Dead Eels. They're fighting in the streets.
Draper's Ward ain't yours! We got here first! Come on!
Bring out the gun!
That settles that.
What?
Huh?
Quiet in the city. Almost like it used to be.
Someone wants to get...
I admit, I'm stymied. I thought dragging it up out of the mud was the hard part, but I have no idea how to open it.
Hammers?
Really? Look at that thing. You think hammers will break it open?
Explosives.
Sure. The sound brings everyone running. Then we gotta share. And what if it calls some Eels, huh?
There must be a way. Think what could be in there.
You know what would be funny? If it wasn't locked.
What? Of course it's locked. Look at it.
You mean you haven't even tried it?
What do you think I am? Stupid?
I wonder what it was doing down there in the mud. Fell off a boat?
Definitely somebody about. Watch it. No time to blow a cloud. We got somebody about.
Remember that smoke we saw on the river the other day?
Yeah. You found out what it was?
Gotta keep our hands
Rothwild's place. That was also the booms we heard. Blown apart. Burned. Completely gone now.
Wow. I'll bet that was something to see.
Just make it quick.
Welcome to the Draper's Ward Salvage and Resale, or the Black Market if you'd prefer. It's Dowd, right? Recognized your face from the posters. Not that I'd ever say anything to anyone, believe me. I'd be happy to have you for a customer.
What are you selling?
The best of Draper's Ward, all for sale.
Redfield's a hard man, but he's not as fun as Lizzie. Lizzie enjoyed it more.
Yeah, even Lizzie never drowned victims in a sack. Still see him squirming for air.
Yeah. How's he gonna top that?
Edgar Wakefield is on board the Undine. He's put all of the Eels on alert since Lizzie's rumored to have escaped from Coldridge. He's expecting her. You will undoubtedly be a surprise to him.
Hey, shut up. Can't be this in a royal party. Luxury. Sitting next to the river. Or canal, at least. Just waiting to be taken.
All those prancing nobles in their fancy masks. Strip them of their jewels and set them on fire. Finest time in the world.
Drown them. Drowning's worse.
Set on fire's worse.
Drowned is worse.
You ever see a man set on fire? What does he do? He jumps in the water.
Very funny.
I hear Lord Shaw's making his way to the party by boat, with only 2 bodyguards.
What? How do you hear things like that?
I have some connections.
There's the boat. Wakefield's probably keeping himself below decks. Whatever I do to him, it will be a mercy compared to what Lizzie has in mind.
Two butchers came here looking for work, crying about their warehouse.
What'd you tell him?
Laughed in their faces. Everyone knows they're scum. Besides, they couldn't stop talking about killing Dowd. And that's an enemy we don't need.
You keep surprising me, Dowd. Not long ago, I watched you kill an empress and steal her child for coin. For a man like that, you went through Coldridge Prison with an awfully soft touch. I wonder, are you hoping it will change the way things work out? Maybe. Maybe not. The song's almost over, and when the music stops, we all fall down.
This is the second time now. I see something, or someone, out of the corner of my eye. But what? They're gone. Someone is watching us.
What are they doing over at Coldridge? Can't keep their damn prisoners locked up? That ain't
This
coming.
boat is smaller than I remember.
I just know it. Heard something.
Time to signal Lizzie.
Lizzie Stride is assuming control of the dead Eels now. She's ordered them to give you safe passage.
Your friend Edgar Wakefield sent me up to be taken by the City Watch, and you followed him. Took his orders. But you know what? I forgive you. All of you. I'm filled with love. But the following people each owe me a finger. Bang Bang, Ferris, Pigface, the Bakers, and Annabelle.
Shit.
2 from you, Annabelle. Have a good night. That piece of garbage, Edgar. I'm still living with his incompetence. He let the Hatters cripple the Undine.
Ship seems fine to me.
They took the engine coil. We're dead in the water.
What is it? Can we make a new one?
They don't make them anymore, not for an engine like the Undine's. We'll have to get it back.
The geezer still leads the Hatter gang, right? I'll pay him a visit.
It won't be that easy. There's a snag.
Always is. What's this one?
The Gazer's about 100 years old by now. He's got it rigged so that if he dies, the whole place gets gassed. So they're real careful around him. Got him a nurse and everything. Maybe you can cut a deal for that engine coil. Turn on the charm. One of the Hatters gave me their door password in exchange for keeping the rest of his fingers. It's whalebone. I never got to use it on account of the gas. And being in jail.
Just be ready to move when I get back.
What'd I see Dowd do then?
Just because he can do strange things doesn't mean there's an invisible man watching us. I'll ask him how he does it.
Are you crazy? Don't you dare.
What are you looking at?
We'll put in warehouses all along this street. When the Hatters are gone, we could be rich in 5 years.
If the plague lifts, and the city watch doesn't throw us all into the river.
They've got bigger things to worry about. You've heard about this mass killer?
What's the password?
Whalebone.
Come in, Hatter.
Sir, the Hatters are using the textile machines to make shrouds for the plague dead.
Now we know why they took the engine coil.
The man who runs the Hatters is more cunning than he looks. He can flood this place with a toxic gas. In time, it'll eat through our air filters. You may have to make a deal.
Who just went through here?
The Empress did. She had Corvo Otano with her. They weren't wearing no clothes.
Keep your hat on. I was just asking.
Just because you're in charge of the gate, it don't mean the rest of us are idiots.
Yeah? Well, since you're such a genius, it ought to be real easy to see who it was. So go check it out.
Fine. I don't know why you're worried about nothing. Any fools settling over here?
What the fuck are you looking at? Blow off, Chopper.
physician. He says to bring a bottle, I bring a bottle. He says to bring food, I bring food. He says to undress, I undress.
Picked up anything good?
This whole place has gone to the hounds. What will I do now?
Wakefield's miscalculated badly. I predicted this would happen, of course. A man like Wakefield knows which end of a knife is for stabbing, but not much else. What's that? Oh, stop complaining, old man. I'm giving you a legacy. What were the Hatters before I arrived? I'll tell you. A shadow of their former selves. The butt of numerous jokes, in fact. Why did the Hatter piss in his own hat? What did the Hatter do with his last bullet? And so on. The answers aren't worth repeating. Leadership. That's what was missing. What with the embarrassing defeat at the hands of the Bottle Street Boys of all things. There now. You mustn't become agitated. You'll inflame your arteries, which will only cause you unneeded agony. I can ease the pain, but only if you promise to behave yourself. No? Ah, that reminds me. I must see Jerome about getting more Oxrush. I'm fresh out.
This guy never made it back. Wonder if he's still down there. My name's Dowd. I'm looking for Lizzie Stride's missing engine coil. I'm giving you a chance to make a deal.
Yes, sir. Very reasonable offer. Geezer here says you're in luck. We only need that engine coil because someone shut off the flow that turns our water wheel. I sent men into the sewers to restore the flow, and not one of them came back. But what stopped them won't be a problem for the famous Dowd, will it? When the water flows, I'll give you the engine coil. The key's gone missing, so you'll have to find your own way in, I'm afraid. But it's a pleasure to do business, Mr. Dowd. The Hatters will behave themselves, as long as you keep your end of the bargain, Dowd.
Trimmel's got good handwriting, which makes me distrust him.
talk if you'll just help me up.
Whoever.
I almost had you, Dowd. You could have had an easy death.
Tell me what Delilah's doing at Brickmore.
Why ask? When the change comes, you won't even notice. You'll never even know how we won. But when Delilah sits the secret throne, our reign will never end.
That's enough.
The gangs are at each other's throats. Dowd is mired here. You'll have the time you need. And the portrait of the girl, is it? Excuse me, my lady. You're right. I should not have asked.
Dowd. Lurk told me you wouldn't give up. Even as she knelt before me and gave me all your secrets. I know what you're doing, Dowd. I know what that mark on your hand is. Just like the one on mine. I know everything you can do, and it won't matter. 4 of us chosen, but history will only remember one. Delilah.
If they remember any of us.
All said and done.
Why?
Don't be dense. She's afraid of us. When the change comes, she'll only want the weaker sisters nearby.
That makes no sense. Our power flows from Delilah. Without her, we'd be reduced to dancing under the moon and parlor tricks. You must be wrong.
Why else would she put us here, right in his path? I wish he'd hurry up and come already.
together, aren't you? It's not easy. Delilah's exceedingly bright. Her coven is rising, with her as the night star to guide them. Change is coming, and Delilah has a plan. But do you, Dowd? And I don't mean stealing an engine coil or slitting an old man's throat. You're charging upriver, and I do believe you'll make it. But what will you do with what you find there?
I think you'll see your men again.
Caesar says a deal's a deal. The code is 837.
Gets me closer to Delilah's throat. So be it.
British Ward is the sweetest salvage since the plague came.
You ask me? We should stick to the factory work.
No
Trouds are
fighting.
bringing in plenty of coin.
Wonder how long that'll last.
Feels weird, not fighting them.
More time for business. We need to start moving goods again.
But now what? Are we gonna get rich? Get old and fat? Start going to parties at the Boyle sisters? I think Weepers are still themselves. Do they even know what's happening to them?
I hope not. I never thought of that. What if they're asking for help?
And everyone's running away or throwing rocks. I'd rather be dead.
You are an unnecessary adventurer. honor's down. Fire up the engine from the bridge.